Am I the asshole to not invite cheating cousin to my wedding? I'm getting married in 2 months to a wonderful man, Nate. It's going to be a smaller wedding. His second wedding, my first, and we had to make some difficult choices on who to invite since he has a large family. What was not a difficult decision was not to invite his cousin Steve. Nate and Steve grew up together and were very close. Neither of them have brothers, so they essentially became brothers and they were each other's best men at Nate's first wedding and at Steve's only wedding. That was until Nate found out that Steve had a 5 year long affair with his wife, now ex wife. Nate was obviously completely wrecked to be betrayed by the two closest people in his life. For years, he had a hard time trusting from this incident. He divorced his wife right away, but he made the decision not to blow up Steve's spot because of his 3 kids and because he thought that Steve would come clean with her on his own. That decision has continued to haunt us a bit. Almost all of Steve's family, besides his wife and children, know what happened. Nate said that his family have all generally supported him, but he has always felt that they were just waiting for him to get over it. And they prioritized keeping his cousin's peace over his own since no one wanted his wife and kids to know. This all happened years before him and I met, but he continually sees his cousin at family events and it's very uncomfortable, but Nate does his best. This brings us to the wedding. Nate was very adamant that he doesn't want Steve to be invited. Of course, I support him in this, and I certainly don't want this comeback at our wedding either. We sent an invitation out addressed to the last name family. Then Nate calls up Steve to explicitly tell him the invite is only for his wife and kids and that he is not welcome and better not come. We knew his wife would be confused on not receiving an invite. Well, Steve was all confused and said he was hurt. He said he thought things had gotten better between them. Nate said they had not. Things will never be right between them again, and he doesn't want him at the wedding. So Steve goes and complains to his mom, who then complains to her sister, and suddenly the mothers are telling us how sad it is that Nate hasn't forgiven his cousin, and now they are sick of keeping this secret and how it puts them in a bad position. My position is that the mothers have nothing to do with anything, and if they are sick of keeping this a secret, then they should go and tell Steve's wife already, or convince Steve to tell her himself, as he should. Nate's mom even had the nerve to tell me that I wouldn't be getting married to Nate if it wasn't for Steve and Nate's ex cheating on him. Like, Nate and I should be grateful? So, am I the asshole for not inviting Steve to the wedding?